Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Ashley. In today's lesson we're going to learn how to write the letter A. The letter A is a funny letter because it has two sounds it can make. The first sound is A, as in apple. It can make another sound. It can say its name, like A, as in ate. I ate an apple. And the letter A has a special name. We have a few letters in our alphabet that also have this special name, and it is called a vowel. The letter A is a vowel. Can you say that word with me? Vowel. All right, now, before we learn how to write the letter A, we're going to read a story together. And the title of my story is The Adventures of Abby Alligator. Let's see what type of adventures she goes on. Abby Alligator is ready to work. What will Abby do? Abby wants to be an acrobat, but she is afraid of falling. Abby wants to be an artist, but she can only paint apples. Abby wants to be an animal doctor, but she's allergic to aardvarks. And over here you see her say, achoo. Achoo starts with the letter A also. And an aardvark is a type of animal that lives in the country Africa, which also starts with an A. They live in grasslands and in warm areas where they can find animals such as ants or insects to eat. They have a long nose that helps them smell those ants or insects. Abby wants to be an astronaut, but she meets an angry alien. Are aliens real? No, they're just pretend. Abby wants to be an actor, but she is awful. Abby can't think of any other jobs. Then Abby has an amazing idea. I'll be an author, says Abby. Do you guys remember what an author is? An author is the name of the person that writes the words in a story. Abby Alligator writes all about her adventures. As an acrobat, an artist, an animal doctor, an astronaut, and an actor. Being an author is fun. How many things can you find that begin with the letter A? So we have Abby the alligator. Alligator starts with the letter A. We have our animal the aardvark. And we have this guy here, he's an artist. Artist starts with the letter A. And he is painting an astronaut. And what's the squirrel juggling? Do you know what type of nut that is? That's an acorn. That starts with the letter A. And these little insects, what are they? They are ants. Ant starts with the letter A. And Abby's eating an apple. An apple starts with the letter A. And what's flying in the sky? An airplane. Airplane also starts with the letter A. So I'll make a copy of these pages for you, and you can circle what things you can find in the picture that begin with the letter A. Now, moving on to how to write the letter A. Before we talk about how to write the letter A, let's sing our song about where we start our letters. Where do you start your letters? At the top? Where do you start your letters? At the top? If you want to start a ladder, then you better remember to start it at the top. Is this the top, top, top? No, it's the bottom. Is this the top, top, top? No, it's the middle. Is this the top, top, top? It's the top, top, top. Where do you start your letters? At the top. Okay, now, before we practice writing our letter, we're going to practice making the letter A. So I've got my blue mat here, and I've got my lines. And with the letter A, do we have straight lines or curved lines? Do we have any curved lines in our letter A? No, only straight lines. How many straight lines do we have? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3 straight lines. We have 2 big straight lines and 1 little straight line. So, one thing that's different about the letter A is that it starts in the middle at the top instead of by the smiley face. So we're going to take our first big straight line and make it start at the top in the middle, and it's going to slide down to the corner. It's going to go at an angle. An angle also starts with the letter A, or with the letter A. So we'll slide down to the corner, and then we're going to frog jump back to the top in the middle, and we have the other big straight line. And that slides down to the opposite corner. Now we have to connect the 2 big straight lines with our little straight line. And we'll frog jump from the bottom corner to the middle and put the little straight line across the middle to make the letter A. A as in apple. Now, to write the letter A, we need 3 things. We need a wet paper towel, a dry paper towel, and a piece of chalk. And that's if you're using a chalkboard. So, I have my wet paper towel, and I have my dry paper towel, and I have my piece of chalk. So our 3 steps are wet, dry, and try. So, where do I start when I want to start writing my letter A? Very good. We're going to start at the top in the middle. And we're going to slide down to the corner. And I'm going to go back over that one more time to make sure I got the entire line is disappeared. And then I'm going to frog jump back to the top in the middle. And I'm going to slide down to the other corner. And then I'm going to frog jump to this side, on the side where the smiley face is. And I'm going to go across the middle to connect the 2 lines together. And then I'm going to dry my letter A. So I start at the top in the middle, and I'm going to slide down to the bottom corner. Let's try that one more time. Slide down to the bottom corner. Then I'm going to frog jump back to the top in the middle, and I'm going to slide down to the other corner. And one more time to make sure it's good and dry. And now I'm going to frog jump to the middle on the side, the same side where the smiley is, and I'm going to connect the 2. And now to try writing my letter A. So I start at the top in the middle, and I'm going to slide down to the corner. Then I'm going to frog jump all the way back up to the top in the middle. And I'm going to slide down to my other corner. And that, right now, that kind of looks like a mountain or an upside down V. We need to connect these two lines to make it look like the letter A. So then I'm going to frog jump to the middle, and I'm going to go straight across and connect the two lines to make the letter A. And then the last thing you're going to do is you're going to do your workbook pages. And in your workbook, there's 2 pages for the letter A. We have a picture of an alligator. And remember, we always trace before we color. So we're going to start with this page first. And if you look at the top here, there's little alligators. And they are sliding down, sliding down. So I want you to trace these first with a crayon or a pencil. And you're going to slide down following the arrow. The arrow's at the top, so we go from top to bottom. And once you've done this page, then you can move on over to this page, and you're going to trace your 4 letter A's first. So we'll follow the arrow, and we go slide down to the corner, and frog jump back to the top, and slide down to the bottom. And then frog jump to the middle and go across and connect the two. Same thing here. Starting at the top, slide down to the bottom, frog jump back to the top, slide down to the bottom, frog jump to the middle, and go straight across to connect the two lines together. And then you may color your alligator any color you like. And remember, when we're coloring, we're neatly coloring with our crayons, so trying to stay in the lines. All right, thank you for listening today, boys and girls, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.